Hey guys, a friend of mine wanted to see how the priming system works on my turret press. So, forgive me for being shaky. Right up top here holds a primer dispenser. This is for large primers. I'm going to do 45 ACP. I have, sorry about the shakies. The index rod is out, which would go right here. I took it out because I am just going to, first I'm going to deprime these cases. And I'm going to go through the motions of priming, but I'm not going to actually prime them. Because I haven't tumbled these yet. I want to clean them first. So, this is for Jason. And Jason is my gun guy in South Dakota, in case you don't know. Schofield Gun Sales. Check them out on Facebook. So pretty typical. We have our primer arm right here. And when you come up and you deprime, your primer is going to come out here. Drop down this hole. And let's see if it's going to work right for me. No, it's not perfect. Sometimes they, for some reason, go crazy and go out the other side. Occasionally they miss and they just go on the floor. So fortunately I'm on a concrete floor. I've been meaning to put up a little plate here so they don't do that anymore. But that's 5 of them. What I'll do now is I'll just grab, I'm going to move the camera. I'm going to grab 5 cases and I'm going to prime them. 5 cleaned cases already. And I'll prime them and show you how that part works. Be right back. Alrighty. Put a case in. Run it all the way up into the die. If this was one that had a primer in it, it would have popped a primer out. That's very simple. You just set it over and push it and it'll dispenses your primer onto the arm. Come down. Give a little push. And it seats your primer. We'll do a few more just so Jason can see how simple it really is. It slows me down. I think on a progressive I might go too fast. And I could screw something up. Now normally if I have the, well, you guys have seen the turret operate before, so this is just for a look at the priming system. Oh, I didn't quite push hard enough. There we go. I always run my finger across the bottom of the case here. Just make sure the primer gets seated all the way. Someday I'll have a more place where I can bolt my bench back to the wall like I used to have it. And that gives us 5 primed cases. So the rest of this goes, now this press is kind of weird because the primers go down below, down into this part of the press, and once they're in there, they got no place to go. So what do you do from there? Well, the way I've addressed it is I drill the hole on the other side of my bench, right under here. And right here, I have a Parmesan cheese container mounted. The lid goes right up to that hole. All I need to do to empty it is unscrew it, dump my primers out, and put it back on. Making sure, of course, you get it in the lid and don't get it all cross-threaded and wonky. But really, that's all there is to it. So now our catch is back in there. There's probably 1,000 primers in there. And it's probably pretty full underneath the press. But, yeah, we'll just let that go. So there you go. I hope that was helpful, Jason. It's really simple to use. And it eliminates the problems of not having a primed case. Because you see every time you visually check right here, right here, to make sure you have a primer in there. And if you don't, you just don't finish that step. With the advance rod in there, which is really easy to reinstall, all I do is I give my turret head about 1/8 of a turn and lift it right out and drop our rod back in, and you'll just wiggle it a little and it'll get through there. And take our turret head and pop it back in. Run it around until it drops in there. And then we're back in there to the auto advance mode. So, I hope that's helpful, Jason. It's kind of a really quick overview of the turret press. This is not the classic. This is the, what do they call it, the anniversary edition or something? I don't know. It's a 4-hole press. So I get all 4 of my dies in there with my powder measures. And we do our auto priming or auto powder. And anyway, so I don't know. It's just a really quick video I wanted to do for him because he asked about it. And there you go. So, yeah, stay safe. God bless. And we'll get back with you another time.